Hi folks, here we are at wave 501 and we're not done yet in our GMO Double Farmer modded run in our attempt to absolutely break the game. We've gotten so much stuff on the screen, we've essentially turned the game into a slideshow, and my computer absolutely hates me at the end of every wave as the game tries to calculate our tens of thousands of fruits coming to our character. I'm excited to show you how we got here. Stay tuned. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today we're going to be taking a look at the GMO or genetically modified overkill mod and what will be an absolutely absurd, hilarious run, I assure you, as we do the Double Farmer. Now the GMO mod, which is available on the Steam Community Workshop, allows you to combine any two characters, getting the advantages and disadvantages of both. Today we're going to be playing the Double Farmer as we go ahead and look at what happens if we have a farmer times two. Early on, do not want a gentle alien, as tempting as it may be. I really am happy with a little bit of harvesting as I focus on getting my pruners built out nice and early, as opposed to harvesting items like fertilizer. So you can see we have a little farmer with an X2 there, meaning we are playing the Double Farmer. Now, notably, that provides us some significant advantages. We start with 40 harvesting, which is quite powerful. In addition, we get two harvesting every time we pick up a fruit. You can see a little +1 there happening twice. And most importantly, we get 16% harvesting per wave at the start, which is sort of like starting with a crown. We do get the notable disadvantage of not getting a lot of materials due to that 50% material penalty that is, in fact, applied twice. But I assure you, it is, all things considered, a relatively minor penalty. Early on, really looking for economy, so looking for things like fertilizers, as well as peaceful bees, as well as little frogs, as I want to get that economy up and running as absolutely fast as I possibly can. So the goal here is to go very, very deep into endless mode, perhaps deeper than anyone has gone before. I want to use this modded run to go so deep that it is frankly uncomfortable. If you have a less savory mind than I did, you may be able to make some sort of joke about going too deep and what that may or may not imply, but this here is a family-friendly channel. Just kidding, no it is not. And I'll let others make the jokes about what going too deep may or may not entail. For me, I'll focus on sitting here and playing Brotato and doing my best to collect all these early fruits. I'm looking for harvesting, which I do see, so I'm quite happy for that, although I will take a touch of attack speed with our second upgrade. Again, goal here is to really snowball harvesting as ludicrously as possible. So really happy with both a little frog as well as another fertilizer, and I will go ahead and take another pruner. And even though I'm not really looking for offense, mastery is such an efficient item on this character, giving us a whopping 6 melee damage in one item that I do think is just a bit too efficient for me to pass up, as I do want a touch offense. The goal here is to take the fewest items that we can that are offense or defense oriented and really focus on harvesting. The other key thing is just to take as little damage as we can. Since we do get a whopping 2 harvesting per fruit, the opportunity cost of having to heal off of a fruit is doubled. So it's extra important that we go through these early waves here, taking the least amount of damage that we can, as well as getting every single fruit that we can during the wave, as I am quite happy to spike that chest for free. Sure, I'll take a baby elephant. We'll take a touch of melee damage as well as a touch of speed. I really do like this coupon and another fertilizer. Love another coupon, that is quite good. Take a touch more speed, as I do think 10% speed does make wave 7 quite easy. Or I wouldn't say easy. Maybe 10% speed does make the egg hunt on wave 7 much more manageable. We'll use the word manageable instead of easy. So I am quite happy to take a few speed upgrades and items there, as well as a free baby elephant, which could potentially help to clear early, even though, you know, we do run into an issue of that stealing hunting trophy kills, but that usually is not as big of a deal on this character because, again, you don't have that many materials. So I don't think that'll be a huge factor, and for free I will go ahead and take it. So off to the races here on wave 5. I do not believe we've taken damage yet this game, which is a good thing. Really maximizing the amount of harvesting that we're going to get from all of these lovely fruits. Early on, I'm looking for more harvesting. Do not see it, so I'll take some crit and melee, as well as a lovely another fertilizer there, putting us at 5, which I do think is quite good. We'll go ahead and think about upgrading these pruners. Love another pruner. Love some more harvesting. Love some more harvesting. We'll go ahead and keep upgrading these pruners. I will take a lemonade, as I do think it allows you to get a little bit more, healing. Sorry, a little bit more harvesting, because it takes less fruits to get you to full at the end of the wave. I do think in endless mode, which is what we will be exploring today, getting a bunch of lemonades and weird foods is somewhat important. Really happy there to take that armor heading into wave 6, even though that does put us down to -1 armor. That sort of turbo shot, that sort of infusion of energy, I do think will be quite good and something that I'm very happy to show off is we were actually off to a very strong harvesting start, getting a bunch of peaceful bees, a bunch of fertilizers, as well as that wheelbarrow nice and early. So I do love to see that. And we even have enough melee damage where I feel pretty comfortable going into wave 7, even if we do not necessarily have, you know, very much or any defense to speak of. So we'll go ahead and take that melee damage again. We'll go ahead and crank harvesting. Again, even at negative armor, I want more harvesting. I want things that help harvesting more than anything else. That is my #1 concern. I will take a claw tree there. I don't really want any of those. Do not take the sad tomato on this build. It will not do what we want to. It will completely wreck everything. Even though it does put us to a relatively precarious position. -3 armor. I'm not unhappy with a community support. That will just give us so much offense. I do think the trade-off is worth it, as we actually have a pretty offensive. I mean, we are certainly a glass cannon, but we actually have extremely good harvesting and extremely good offense at this point with 20 melee damage already, which is quite good. So we'll kill everything before it hits us and keep collecting our delicious fruits. So with 10 speed, I do feel relatively comfortable in terms of being able to find these eggs, although 1 or 2 may end up spawning. So far, so good. Pretty efficient run here. Pretty efficient wave 7. Taking no damage so far. Got a lot of fruits and let no eggs spawn. So I am quite happy with how this has gone. So I am doubly so happy I took that community support. Although we will want to be careful on wave 8, as we are probably not quite in one-shot territory, but feeling a little down. So we'll take just 1 armor there, and we'll go and get back up to normal armor because I feel pretty good about our harvesting. Though I'm not gonna not take more. Give me that peaceful bee. Give me a white flag. Give me another peaceful bee. Holy smokes! We'll go ahead and upgrade some pruners. We'll take a touch of luck, and I know I left a pruner there, but I assure you I have my reasons. So we head into wave 8 with a really impressive 645 harvesting. So feeling pretty good about this. That said, I am happy I took those armor upgrades because I feel 100% confident on this wave. No danger of us getting one shot, as I do take some very avoidable damage there, but woe is me. Back up to full health, back up to picking up harvesting, which is the name of the game. You know, harvesting makes me happy, right? So even if I have to play a modded run to fulfill all my harvesting fantasies, I'm happy to do just that. But this wave 8 can be somewhat challenging on melee characters, and again, especially the sort of... Snuck right around there. We'll go ahead and try to intercept this crate carrier on the other side of the map. Oh, missed. Got him. Perfect. Crate down, baby. Got, oh, another crate character. There you go. 2 crates in 1 map. That's pretty solid considering we only have like just a touch of luck. So this is a pretty good wave, truthfully. I mean, we got a lot of value this wave. There we go. Nice and clean. Do not want to duct tape, and I will take a sour bowl as I can crit, and I will actually take some luck as well as a touch of crit, as I do eventually want to think about a community support. And no, I'm leaving some good items here, but I assure you I have my reasons. Do like a bunny. Do like a coffee. Do like a little frog. Do like a bag. And sure, we'll get a pruner. As we are at a whopping 807 harvesting without a crown, which is absolutely bonkers insane, and even high for this character, truthfully. So I am re-rolling aggressively past items that will help us now because I am quite keen on finding an early crown. That is my priority here. So I do really want one by the end of wave 10. So I do not mind sort of re-rolling past other things in order to achieve that, even if those other items would be good now. You know, obviously we passed a couple pruner upgrades there, a couple other things, but you know, I really want to spike that early crown so we can show off how insane that 24% harvesting is, and I do not want to have to wait till super late in the wave. Or sorry, super late in the game in order to showcase that. As in, if you get a crown at wave 15, like, what are you doing, right? Like, come on, bro. You get an earlier crown than that. But doing pretty well here. Keeping the map nice and clear. Taking no damage, which makes me very, very happy. Because that means we can get more harvesting, which makes you and I and the 3 of us, because there may be someone watching over your shoulder, quite happy. Over 1,000 materials there. Very good. We'll take some attack speed, as well as some regular speed. Love and improved tools. So I'm glad we have that 32 attack speed. Love a hunting trophy, even though we only have 14% crit. That is sort of a key item. Love a tractor. Love a blindfold. Like another pruner. Go and grab that recycling machine. Here we go. All right, we're off to the races. We got it. Wow, what a store. I was worried we're not going to get this crown. So here we go. Wave 10 crown. The madness is on. We did also get a hunting trophy and an improved tools and a tractor and a crown. Holy moly. What a wave. That said, we are at negative 21 range, which is quite the penalty. So I do think despite all that, we will have a little bit of trouble this wave. That said, goal is to really get ourselves off the ground, as we will no longer have to sort of aggressively reroll, as we have that early crown in tow with 1066 harvesting here at wave 10. Our melee damage is 17, which is aight. I mean, that's good for like wave 7 when we had it, but it's simply okay for where we are in the game. So goal here is to play carefully. We do unfortunately have a horde wave on wave 11, which is not going to be, if that was on wave 12, I feel very, very confident with 2 waves, with enough time for us to get as powerful as we need. However, we will be still, I think, a little weak for that to be easy. You know, that won't be easy for us. So I do want to focus on getting our offense, defense up, etc. But feeling okay about this, as we will go ahead and zoom through here, wave 10, and we're playing the most horribly greedy build I can possibly cobble together. But again, you got to risk it for the biscuit. We will go ahead and wrap up here. Beautiful. Don't want the Tyler even for free. We'll take the metal plate and we'll take a touch of armor. And again, harvesting is really tempted, really tempting here, but going into a horde wave, I do not mind some attack speed to help our clear. Really do like an alloy, which is quite good, as that will increase our sort of overall damage. And now, my friends, I will aggressively upgrade pruners. I will not skip them anymore. Love a dangerous bunny, love a claw tree, and also like a boxing glove that'll help. Love another hunting trophy. Holy moly, that is extremely good. Love a wheat and love a community support. The community support will make me feel very confident going into this wave 11 horde wave. And I will absolutely take a fertilizer here. Are you kidding me? And love our first alien eyes. All things very, very good. My friends, we're in a great spot here, right? With already having an improved tools, as well as a community support, we're going to see these gardens really start to go off. That said, could use some more of the garden items. I do think we will be fine here on this horde wave without that community support. I would have been maybe a touch worried, simply because we do not have really much offense. But with that community support, I do think it'll keep our attack speed nice and high, so we're able to keep this wave clear without too much of an issue. And I do think, even though wave 12 may be normal, I do think it'll be relatively smooth sailing from here once we do get our range up, as we do have a little less range than I would like, that is for sure. I do want to get that at least positive, but again, I was playing hyper aggressively to really max this out. And with a whopping 2 hunting trophies already, that is absolutely nuts, and I will talk a little bit more about why that is so important once I focus on beating this horde wave, as I do not just want to, we don't want to get this great start to just like die, right? Like, that's no fun. So I don't think we will die, but you know, just focus up here, try to have a nice sharp wave. Go ahead and get all these fruits, which are absolutely delicious. For free, we'll take a helmet, take a touch of melee damage, take a touch of harvesting. Like a fertilizer, don't want to drop my crit chance, so I will stay away from that. We'll take a wisdom, as it is unique, as well as another bag. Not the pumpkins time yet. Upgrade the pruners. We'll take the wandering bot. Love a bowler hat, even if it does drop our crit. We are more concerned about harvesting at the time. We'll take a spicy sauce. We're at the point where I'm happy to start tagging on gentle aliens. And at this point, I will pretty much aggressively purchase anything that helps, as we have sort of reached the tipping point. Love another community support, like another hedgehog. Go and grab that snail, as is unique. And the goal here is of course to scale off of harvesting, which will now, with the crown, be going at a whopping 24% damage. However, hunting trophies are still important, so I do want to get our crit chance up. You know, once we get to endless, like, yes, we're going to be scaling like crazy off of the fruits and all that good stuff. However, just because we're scaling off of harvesting does not mean we can't also scale off of hunting trophies. So that is the name of the game here, is get scaling off of both. So, you know, I really would like a handful of hunting trophies going into wave, 21. So, really happy with 2 hunting trophies. Also really happy to get that community support up nice and, getting those improved tools nice and early. Now we just need something like a retribution hoodie to pair with it, so we can really get our attack speed to the stratosphere in order to really have those gardens absolutely go bananas. But feeling pretty good here on wave 12. Now really looking for some end game pieces nice and early, as we, again, with that mod already at 1800 harvesting, which will go absolutely ballistic. That'll be a lot of fun, I think. Loving the alien eyes, and sure, we'll take it for a post, but again, really want to focus on harvesting as well. I will go ahead and improve our attack speed because we do have that improved tools. We'll go and grab another wandering bot. With such negative damage, I will take a focus. We'll take that strange book, as it is unique. Love another community support. Love another peaceful bee. Pruners no longer help us. Love wings, get our range back positive. Don't need any of these. Like the mastery. Love the mouse. Again, let's start throwing enemies on the map. Love the banner. Again, attack speed is very valuable. Love the wheelbarrow. More harvesting. Love a padding. Love a fertilizer. And I do not want to take rip and tears because they will steal my hunting trophy kills. And I do think that is a valid concern. As in the problem when you're doing like a really good endless start is you end up getting like really high melee damage because you're getting super rich and you tend to overscale the game from like waves 20 to like 30. So what happens is your rip and tear becomes super powerful and it will like kill pretty much all non-elite enemies in one shot, even through endless mode. And it ends up stealing so many of your hunting trophy crit kills because again, rip and tear cannot crit. So I do want to avoid taking that for now. You know, when I get deep into endless mode and hunting trophy will no longer take enemies out in one shot, I will happily pick that up. In order to be, you know, because you are capped at 5 of them early on here. Not super concerned about it. So we really have all the pieces here. Just need, you know it, more gardens. As we only have our pruner gardens, I don't think we've actually picked up a garden yet. So I'm really hoping to get some of those online. That's really happy with our community support. So you can see attack speed at 189. There's not even that many enemies on the map. Look at that, 2793. No compass. Sure, we'll take a cute monkey, even though it doesn't really do anything, and ramp that attack speed and speed up and luck. Is there luck? 105, that's right. Love an alloy, again, getting that crit up. Love a fin, even though we do lose luck. Man, this is just the freaking community supports. Love a pointless tonic, 4 crit. Fertilizer, touch of range. Love our first tardigrade, quite valuable. Looking around here, love our second tardigrade, as well as attack speed. Love attack speed. Again, I will take priority. Love another tardigrade, holy smokes. Take a touch more luck because I want to rems. Love a vigilance ring. Love a grinds magical leaf. Wow, a second grinds magical leaf, and we will of course take that wheelbarrow. As we are doing modded silliness now. That said, notably, no gardens yet. Where are you, gardens? I know you're out there. Crit chance is only at 34, which again, with 200 trophies, even though we are playing silly modded version, you know, I do want to take this somewhat seriously because I do want to punish my computer by going way too deep into endless mode. That said, off to a good start here, as I do believe we have a wave 15 elite on deck, but on deck. We are at 4 armor. But again here, the goal is to still talk about mechanics, right? Like, even though this is a modded run, we're still talking about mechanics. And no, I don't mean the people that fix your car, right? Like, I'm not talking about people who do that. They're very important. They help me out a lot. I cannot work on my car myself. But we're not talking about that type of mechanics. We are talking about Brotato mechanics. It's still going to be talking about all the things, looking for all the breakpoints. I do think this modded run will give us a lot of tools and information that will help us sort of understand how we can go further into endless mode and normal. Plus, like, playing a modded run every now and again is fun. As our double farmer is absolutely shellacking things. I'm feeling quite good here with with this start. Wowzers. Do not want to scar even for free, and we'll take max HP as well as armor at that value. And sure, we'll take percent damage. Love a wheat, love a piggy bank, love a wheelbarrow, and we'll take the plant for a free reroll. Do not want blood donation. Love another alien eyes. Love a banner. Again, I care about attack speed. And at this point, I am more than happy to... Oh, I double click there. Again, my mouse does stick sometimes. Repose bag. Hopefully there wasn't anything good on that wave. Don't love losing a range, but that gnome is so much damage. I will go ahead and take that. Sure leather vest. Love a dangerous bunny. Not taking sad tomato. That will completely mess up what we are trying to do. So no sad tomato. Baby gecko is limited. Love another wheelbarrow. Love a cake. Love a harvesting. Love a beanie. And here we go. Anvil. One of the most important items for endless mode as we head into wave 15. Again, already at a staggering 356, 3566 harvesting, as we will absolutely pepper this elite. No issues. Again, 3500 harvesting, I think would be very good at the end of a normal run. So to have 3500 harvesting at this point, just showing the absolute zaniness of endless mode, as our gardens are absolutely very efficient in spitting out fruit with all those community supports and all that attack speed. That said, the sort of key to really scale that to the next level is the Retribution hoodie. So I will sort of prioritize finding one of those as soon as I can. Pardon me, I also just need more gardens. I am feeling good about how this is coming together. However, I really need some more gardens. That is the one thing that does concern me, that we do not have a lot of those. That said, 2 magical leaves. Holy crap. That will at least make this super strong for the rest of normal mode, even though magic leaf I do think has pretty evident diminishing returns. Look at that, 4,000. Sure free plant, sure free panda. I'll actually take a touch of range, as well as touch melee damage, as well as max HP. Why not? Love an anvil. We'll go and take all these for the free reroll. Take another boxing glove. Love another hunting trophy. Love another community support. Sure, robot arm. Love a tree. Love a pointless tonic. That does give us more crit. Again, getting that up to 44. Love an alloy for the same reason. More crit. Gentle alien. Little frog. Love a dangerous bunny. Go ahead and finish off these spicy sauces. And I'm trying to be somewhat careful so I don't like absolutely misclick anything. Love a bowler hat, even though it does drop our crit. We'll take both of these. Love another vigilante ring. We'll start taking these eye surgeries off the board. We'll take a lucky charm. We'll take wings. With 9th range, I think we're good. And look at that. 4,000, 4404 harvesting, up to 46 crit. And how many hunting trophies did we just pick up? Another 1 or 2? 3 hunting trophies. So wow, this is going to be absolutely ballistic, as our character will scale to absolutely absurd amounts. So still want to focus on getting as much harvesting during the wave as possible. Just because we're doing well doesn't mean we have to give a sort of ignore the edges. So I am going to really focus now because I think we're powerful enough where I'm not super concerned about the challenges. I really want to focus on maximizing all the harvesting I can obtain during a wave. That said, with 3 hunting trophies, even though we're only about 50 or so crit, we do get a lot of value from taking enemies out. So again, finding ourselves scaling in 2 ways off to this sort of nutso harvesting farmer start. But I'm really excited to break my computer. My computer, I promise you, will absolutely hate me. It's going to rue the day I ever put a Ryzen CPU into the motherboard, because what we're about to do to it in this game, it's going to be absolutely beyond silly. So again, really want to focus on getting all this harvesting that I can. 5,000 materials, ain't too shabby. No turret. Yes, our first garden. We will take the candle. It is unique, and I will definitely get that crit chance up. I guess I'll take speed. I am looking for crit. But I'm turning my 15%. Increase attack speed because that will help. Will help our improved tools and gardens. We'll take more luck. No nuclear launcher. Love another padding. Love another wheelbarrow. There ain't such thing as too much harvesting for me. Love a little bit more luck. Should have taken that gecko there. We'll sure take our free silver bullet. Do want to crank harvesting. Love a lucky coin, so that is quite good. Finally, good to get that unique item. Attack speed. More harvesting, because why not? Take a touch of melee damage as well. Love another padding, as again, we have so much money. We'll start buying up these eye surgeries. Love a little frog. Sure, riposte. No sad tomato. That will completely break what I want to do. We'll go and take the Etsy's couch because it is a unique item, and I do not want to see it, even though that immediately sort of penalizes our power generator, but that is okay. Don't think either of these are quite efficient enough. Love the sunglasses. Go ahead and take the alien tongue. Why not? So up to 74% crit chance with 3 hunting trophies. That said, that Etsy's couch is super painful and does drop our HP regen to -50, although that will not matter. So you may be wondering, why the heck would you take an Etsy's couch? It's an absolutely horrible item, and you would be right. However, having lots of experience with endless mode, I promise you, if you can afford to take it early, it is better to do so rather than re-roll past it 8,000 times. You know, if you do not take an early Etsy's couch, it feels like you're shopping at a furniture store, maybe like Bob's Discount Furniture, right? Because you pass so many couches in endless mode. And while there are no true, like once you have the Retribution hoodie and the ammo and the leaves and all that stuff, there are no like true super valuable items in Legendary, right? That could be something like another cape, which will increase your attack speed with Retribution hoodie, blah, blah, blah. So the point being, rather than pass 10,000 couches, I am just going to go ahead and just take that, so I do not have to worry about it, do not have to see it again, as I do think we have plenty of time to get our speed. And again, we're like absolutely broken. We're already at 5,618 harvesting, and getting way more every wave as all that sort of sucks in there. Sure, for free, we'll take a gnome. Sure, we'll take a Cyclops arm. No turret, no scar, no duct tape. We'll take attack speed as well as range, as well as crit chance to get that as high as possible. Sure, leather vest. Do not want to drop our crit as we're not 100. Love another wheelbarrow. Sure, potato. Sure, tree. Sure, exoskeleton, again, giving us that 5% crit chance. Sure, I'll take a headshot. Our melee does feel a little low. Blind field, bean teacher, don't need that. Adrenaline is unique, so we'll pick it up. We'll go ahead and finish off buying these eye surgeries. I think that should be 3. Sif's relic is unique, so I will take that. Crit chance is finally over 100. So we'll hear it. Love another alien eyes. Finally get a restoration hoodie. Look at this. We have 39 dodge, but that will ramp our attack speed up all the way to 352, which will really sort of help our improved tools go absolutely ballistic here. Let's say, where are my gardens, man? Come on, I want some more gardens. Not doing the bloody hand thing. Don't think silver bullet really matters. We'll take a peaceful beat for the dodge. Love another coupon. Take a touch of that. Love it. We're getting good alien eyes. Just where are some of our other items? And that, my friends, is where you shall stop the buying. Again, multiple hunting trophies here. How many are we at? 3 hunting trophies. Are a little bit of a slow boy comparatively. At a whopping 674 harvesting with 2 waves to go. We will break 10,000 most likely. So again, just showing the absolute bananas that we can have with this sort of busted double farmer in the early crown. But I do think it'll be fun kind of just seeing the craziness in endless mode. That said, we do need a couple more items to pull it together. So we will hopefully see if we can go ahead and find that together here today. But feeling pretty solid about this. But really do want to maximize the amount of harvesting I'm getting during the wave. So I will aggressively hunt down all the fruits I can. As we can see with all that luck, we are getting an absolutely absurd amount of chests, which can maybe be some really valuable items. We shall, in fact, see. As we've completely overpowered and broken the normal game, but that is not surprising, given the double farmer sort of insane advantages here. There you go. Feeling pretty good. We'll take a free frog, no head injury. We have enough luck where Finn will help. No campfire, sure panda, sure weird food, more harvesting, more melee damage. More harvesting, 16% damage. 20% attack speed. Wow, that's a lot of upgrades. Wheelbarrow. Weird food. Giant spell is unique. Fertilizer, lemonade. Don't need any of those. Sure wheelbarrow, because big number makes Sean happy. Don't need any of these at this point. Love another vigilante ring. Extra stomach doesn't do a whole lot compared to what you might think, but I will take it as it is unique. 4 hunting trophies, that is insanely good. We'll take a peacock. Alloy, poison stunt, we'll take. Buy all those, save ourselves the reroll cost. Sure, more harvesting. Do like our first bandana, as that is somewhat important. But you can see just so much money here. Regen potion is unique, so I will buy that. Here we go. All right, off to wave 19 with 4 hunting trophies. Again, showing how the absurdity of Farmer can really help us, you know, have a ludicrously strong start going into endless mode. That said, we are behind on gardens. Where are my gardens? Yeah, so we'll see. Regardless, that wave 15 through 20, or sorry, 21 through 30 is really where things either come apart or don't. So we will see how that works, as we will absolutely hoover up our harvesting. Already at 849, we should break 10,000 harvesting by the end of endless mode. But just as importantly, 4 hunting trophies, which is sort of the, you know, it is quite important in scaling in endless mode, even if we are playing a character that sort of scales differently with all these farms. But we do really want more gardens. We do not have enough gardens to do what I wish to do, so I really hope we see more of those as soon as humanly possible. That said, our character is absolutely nuts strong, so feeling pretty good about that. Do want not the statue, sure muscly dude, no little frog, sure cute monkey, sure dodge. That is not quite upgraded. We'll take the range, sure lock, sure melee. Jesus, sure harvesting, sure crit. We get so many upgrades. Sure attack speed. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, anyway. Padding, like the blindfold, we do want to get that up. We'll take the tractor. Love another garden. Okay, finally, woof, getting some gardens. We'll take a peacock going to the boss wave because YOLO. Looking through here. Really happy for these gentle aliens. Thank you. Here are our gardens. This is where they've all been hiding. I do think the weird foods are right. Here's another garden. Okay, here we go. I was like, really worried we're not going to have enough gardens. So I'm happy to see that. Sure, we'll take another peacock. Community support, dangerous bunny, blindfold again, dodge is attack speed with the retribution hoodie. Jesus, how many peacocks are we going to get? Tentacle. Peaceful bee. I don't really think silver bullets do enough at this point. I'm going to crack my neck here. I do like to be around 100 melee damage. Here we go. All right, here are all gardens. Holy smokes. Jeez, I was like, where are the gardens, man? Okay, here they are. I do want to get these tentacles online as soon as possible. Wheelbarrows don't do a whole lot past this point. Love a cape. Again, 20% dodge is 40% attack speed. We'll take a second bandana, as we do typically want 3 or 4 of those. Sure, I'll take another magical leaf. As you can see, we have an absolutely absurd amount of money. All right, that should be good on bandanas. We'll take more. So you can see a really tough boss fight here. But there you go. 4 seconds. But man, it's going to be fun now we got these gardens. So again, the goal here is we're trying to have a silly modded time into endless mode. So I assure you, my friends, the fun is just beginning. As we are absolutely going to, again, I wish we would have gotten those gardens earlier just to kind of show the madness. However, we are wrapping up normal with 10,000 harvesting. In my test runs, I have wrapped up with as much as 13 to 14,000. So we didn't go quite that crazy, but I do think this one has a lot of good things going for it. As you will see, we're going to be adding hundreds of harvesting in a wave with that Retromation hoodie, as well as all those gardens. As those gardens really, really make it somewhat hilarious. As we will, I assure you, break the game, and it will be absolutely ridiculous. So, head into Endless, and again, we'll take a stock of where we are at the end of Wave 20. As a reminder, our harvesting does not start going down to the end of Wave 21, so we will get a bonus here. Look at this. 12,770 harvesting. No torture, free focus, sure. No sunglasses, sure. Plant. No leech, no ghost, no Tyler. Yes, coffee. No token. Yes, plate. Yes, dodge. How many freaking upgrades do we have? Holy smokes. Even though upgrades don't really do a whole lot at this point. So I'm not like super thrilled about having a million upgrades. So, sure. Max HP, sure luck. Sure speed, I think speed's good. Level just alien, level peaceful B. Love and allies. Here are our gardens. I was waiting for all you. Oh, Lod, we coming. Love a tentacle. I will keep taking tractors. Sure, we'll take a night vision goggles, even though it does relatively. Love another tractor. Love a banner. Look at this. So much money. Here is where all our gardens were. They're hiding in endless mode. Another alien eyes. Love to see it. I don't even think we need the exoskeleton anymore. So much money on this dumb modded run, which is somewhat hilarious. Sure tonic. Love vigilante ring. Love this. Love this. Love this. Love alien eyes. As I do eventually want to get our rain damage up so much. Sure, we'll take another magic leaf, even though it doesn't do anything. Not taking sad tomato. That is a trap. Here we go. Thank gosh, we are finally getting our gardens. Sure, community support. Here we go. It's gardening season. That is what I like to see. As how many gardens are we up to now? So here we are. Let's take a stock of where we are in this wave 21. 9 gardens, which is quite good. 4 hunting trophies, which is quite good. 10 alien eyes, which is usually where I want in a great run where we are. However, I believe we only do have a handful of paddings. 5 paddings, which is not particularly great. Anyway, at this point, you sort of probably have an idea of the madness, so I will check in with you. All right, here we are going into wave 22. These elites, look at that. Oh my gosh. That is pretty funny. Here we are on wave 24. Yeah, was that difficult? Alrighty, let's see how hard my computer is already breaking on wave 23. 24. Uh-oh. This is going to be fun. We just bought a potato thrower. We are making the switch to potato throwers here on wave 28. So here we are, wave 30 checking. Really impressive 26 alien eyes, which is absolutely beyond insane for wave 30. 9 hunting trophies. We are looking at a cool 14 padding, so we have done a good job getting back there. However, only 8 tardigrades, which I've actually had normal, non-modded runs, or I've had 7 or 8. By wave 30, so that is actually a little behind. That said, absolutely insane 8 magical leaves and 10 vigilante rings. So obviously, still over 8,000 harvesting as we'll look at these elites. As you can see, yep, not super hard. All right, so here we are at wave 40 with an absolutely ballistic waves. 30 to 40 actually may have even been better than waves 20 to 30. As we got a cool 34 alien eyes, 16 hunting trophies, 28 paddings, 25 gardens, which is absolutely insane, and 11 tardigrades. I am worried, everybody, because my computer is already very unhappy with me, and we're only on wave 40, and I plan on getting this disgustingly high. All right, we'll pull back in together. 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not looking too good. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, we'll see if I can break my computer. All right, here we are on wave 50 in a run that is absolutely annihilating my computer. 40 alien eyes, 20 hunting trophies, 37 paddings, and 13 tardigrades. That said, interestingly enough, I actually have gotten 15 tardigrades by wave 50 on a normal unmodded run, so just showing how much luck is involved in getting those tardigrades. I have actually stopped buying gardens at 25 as I'm concerned about the game sort of breaking. All right, so we'll join together here now. You know, I don't know if it's because the mono farmer gets too harvesting calculated, if that is what is breaking it so badly, but as you'll see, I'm somewhat worried about how far I can go without this. There it is. Yep. So I'm somewhat worried. If I would have known that was going to happen, I would have probably taken less gardens, but can't go backwards, only forwards. All right, folks, here we are at wave 100. Notably, 41 alien eyes. Improved to is obviously 21 hunting trophies, 39 paddings, as well as 20 tardigrades, which is, you know, a little lower than I'd like. And that is with me buying them all the way up through wave 60. I've paid over 40,000 materials for a tardigrade. Notably passed 100,000 HP at wave 79, which shatters my unmodded record of passing 100,000 HP at wave 119. And 25 gardens. I have stopped buying more gardens as things are just lagging like way too much. But you can see, don't really have to move, just absolutely excoriating everything. So we'll see how long my computer can handle this, as my goal is to do like a nutso deep dive. So we will see. The other thing I'm going to do this run, which I think will add a lot of value to non-modded runs, is I am going to record every single relevant item that we do get past wave 100. I think this will be helpful when playing regular runs, just to have a good understanding of like what we can expect in terms of, you know, I'm a couple tardigrades, a couple alien eyes, hunting trophies away, etc. As in, what do I alien eyes and tardigrades and all that stuff look like past wave 100? So I'm going to record what I get from this point on. That said, I'm looking at the screen here on my recording software. Is like, you know, there is definitely I have some doubts my computer will be able to handle this. I do think the game will break at some point. As you can see, there's just way too many fruits on the map, and we'll see here at the end of the wave just how much the game lags when I finish a wave. So it just like freezes. Takes about 10 seconds for the wave to complete. So here we are, wave 150 in comparison to our other unmodded run. Not too shabby. All right, here we go. Cross our fingers. Oh boy, and we got a long way to go. Good morning, folks. Here we are on wave 200. Let's go ahead and see how wave 200 starts. It's getting a little hairy. Not in terms of us dying. As you can see, we take everything out pretty instantly. It's just with 2,303 attack speed, it's extremely laggy, and it definitely takes some time to to calculate that. I have noticed that the lag definitely is related to the alien eyes, as if everything pulls in right as the alien eyes are shooting out. You know, we do experience quite a bit more lag than if the alien eyes are on the edges of the screen. As you can see, with improved tools and over 2,000 attack speed, our gardens are absolutely just vomiting out fruits at a relatively exponential. So exponential rate. So I'll keep recording what we get as we go on, but we will enjoy, you know, this here, and hopefully, I think I may break the game before we die. As observe. Oh boy, takes about 10 seconds. Yep, still here. Still here. Uh-oh. And then it usually kicks in there at the end. So, as you see, we're getting 20 chests. And I have to be really, really careful about the click. Ooh, love a tardigrade. I have to be... Ooh, and a padding. And a silver bullet. Tardigrade and padding. Oh, and a hunting trophy. And a vigilante ring. Tardigrade, hunting trophy, padding, vigilante ring. I gotta remember that for the tracker. So here's where I have to be really, really careful. And I'll go ahead and recycle this. Is where I have to be really, really careful. Is if I click recycle, our mouse cursor is right over the reroll. And you see that reroll cost us 570,000, which is 20% of our total money. So I do have to be really, really careful about that specific click. And then what I'm also doing here is I'm re-rolling to be sure I can't buy an item as I look for another epic item. But I have to be really careful, because if I did accidentally early on buy a barricade, which is a terrible item. At that point it's only about 50,000, but I have to be really careful I don't click on an item and spend all my money. Anyway, the goal is to hopefully see you guys at wave 300. Good morning, good evening, folks. Here we are on wave 251 with the sort of modded attempt. 14 leafs, 48 paddings, 48 alien eyes. I'm not even going to count that. That has to be in the trillions. You know, originally I wanted to take this thing super, super deep. Hey folks, here we are on wave 251. I promise you your internet is not lagging. However, my screen very much is everything just sort of, see, not lagging, sort of freaks out as I try to pick up all these freaking fruits here. You want to see something cool? Your internet is not lagging. Look what happens when you try to pick up the fruits. It's like the Roadrunner. That's funny. Hello folks, here we are on wave 300 with our double farmer. It took me a while to count, but our alien eyes have in fact done 8.5 trillion, yes, 8.59 trillion damage, which is absolutely ballistic, and over 2 million with our hunting trophy. Anyway, point being, I think we've sort of proven this run, 50 paddings as well. But yeah, this one was just nuts. I mean, my computer legitimately is breaking with this double farmer sort of get up. Notably, our harvesting was able to stabilize at 23,164, and that is with 25 gardens. The game / my computer, and I got a decent computer, you know, can handle it. 26 tardigrades. I do think, you know, you can get way more than that if you got like 50 gardens, but you know, I have no idea if like the game can even handle that. Anyway, let's get to wave 300. As you can see, boop. So yeah, not a whole lot of challenge there. The other thing in terms of just general non-modded endless mode, as I really am coming around to the wandering bot, there is a pretty good item for endless actually. It does seem to have a noticeable effect in slowing down the sort of bosses as they rush you. I did track every notable item I got from waves 100 on, and as expected, I mean, I guess this would happen, but as expected, you do, you know, past wave 200 or so, get like a huge influx of good items as you start getting more and more chests. So it does make me think that one of the keys of doing well non-modded endless modes is to, in fact, get to that point to snowball. I do think that, and I thought that to be the case, but I think that's sort of a good example of how that is. It's funny, I can tell when the wave ends. I run this with the, you know, with it being minimized or behind the screen. I can tell it when it ends because I hear my CPU processor fan go nuts every time the wave ends as this happens. I can hear my fan spinning up, so I'm never unsure when the thing ends. And this is why I think I'll probably end this here. It's because it's taking a solid 10-15 seconds to process the end of the waves. And that's with me backing off the gardens. Oh man, I just got the Wheel of Death. Oh, but it kept going. I swear, I don't know if it shows on the screen, and I'll have to check the tape. But I literally got the little Windows spinning wheel for the first time. I was gonna say, if the game crashed when I was recording, oh wow. So I think that is sort of a good indicator that this is probably as much as the engine can handle. But that was fun to see. And again, you know, we are at a whopping 2,080 20 attack speed, which is just absolutely nuts. And then our rerolls costing over 3 million. Here we are, wave 350. Still going strong. Game has timed out twice. And the funny thing is, it's sort of hard for you to hear. So I'll be quiet and turn your volume up. We can hear the fruits. They're still going. The fruit sound hasn't stopped. We hear that. Oh, Lord. 30 seconds in, the fruits haven't stopped. Still haven't stopped. Hasn't stopped. Still picking up. All right, there we go. All the way to 14 seconds. And then we hear all the elite spawn. So our fruit spawn timer is going, here in the pickups, is going until there's only 14 seconds left in the next wave. As... Oh, it's going. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's still going. There we go. Like I said, two timeouts so far, so the game hasn't crashed yet, but it like completely freezes. Get the Microsoft sort of white screen. Anyway, what shall the future have in store? We shall, in fact, see. All right, I went ahead and picked up 4 more gardens. I'm picking up gardens now past wave 375 in an attempt to break the game, and I do think I'm getting pretty close as the game now times out after every single wave. So things are getting very hairy here as the gardens seem to be overwhelming the game now as we are at, count them up, where are they as my headphones go crazy with all the sounds, 29 gardens with improved tools and 4,000 attack speed, with the double farmer giving us two harvesting per fruit. So I do think that is extra breaking it, but let's skip ahead to the end here. All right, I am going to time this to see how long it takes the game to register here. 3, 2, 1, 0. We're going to start the timer. Uh-oh. See, are we going to get a timeout this wave? We've been getting almost every wave. Uh-oh. All right, we're at 18 seconds. Oh, there's our timeout. Game just froze. Uh-oh. All right. Froze again. 2 freezes. I'm timing. All right. 30.5 seconds to register. Oh, Lord. All right, folks. Here we are at wave 402, and this likely will be where I call it. We're up to 29 gardens as I have picked up some more in an attempt to break the game. Notably, our alien eyes are at 50 trillion. Yes, 50 trillion damage so far. I'll go ahead and turn my little camera off here. For just a second, you can see the game is breaking a little bit in the corner as now the elites are going past, and this little bar is not lining up, which I do think is just with the game sort of falling apart a little bit. 34 hunting trophies, I believe, 35 tardigrades, 62 paddings, 20, count them 20, magical leaps, getting us 24,000 stats. But the game really is just breaking apart here, and without further ado, we'll go ahead and show. And notably, our harvesting has stabilized at 31,563. This has been a lot of fun breaking the game. The game is timing out pretty much every single elite or boss wave as it tries to calculate thousands of fruits as well as 40 chests. So I will probably call it here just purely for my sandy's sake. It's taken me probably about 4.5 hours to go from waves 300 to here. So progress really is slowing down on the back of the game, sort of breaking apart. But we'll see here when all these fruits pull towards us. It's just absolutely insane, hilarious. The game times out pretty much multiple times, and you know, it goes like the window sort of goes a little bit transparent, which you can't see on the video, and I get the little blue spinny wheel and Microsoft that's like, hey, we don't like this very much. So we are sort of, I think, seeing the edge of what the game can handle here, which has been kind of fun. But you can see absolute nuttiness, and then when this all pulls in, it's like, oh my gosh, please help me. So, been a lot of fun, but we'll sort of watch this here together as everything pulls in. I timed this, and it's taken over 30 seconds on average. Yeah, so hello. Welcome to the show. This is usually the tick that takes forever, as we can see the game sort of trying to... Yeah, there we go. Just got our first time out. The screen flashed. You can't see the Wheel of Death, but I'm getting the Wheel of Death. As the game sort of flickers, you know, in and out of full screen mode. It just flickered again. Oh, we can see the blue screen. There it is. There's the blue wheel. So we're getting that. It doesn't always show up on the OBS software, but there you go. Okay, well, this has been a lot of fun, and we'll take another garden. You see the tooltip there. It says 0. All right, in order to attempt to break the game and lag things even more so, I went ahead and bought our very first Ricochet just to have some more stuff flying around. And I realized the reason these things are actually getting pushed out is as I re-roll and these items get more and more digits, we can see... I can't even see the stats anymore. Oh my gosh. I'm not even going to count up how much this is. I don't even care about tardigrades at this point. But yes, we'll see what happens with the alien eyes. I still think we'll one-shot everything. Oh yeah, look at that. Ain't that something? Just Ricochet flying around everywhere. All right, we'll see. We'll check in here at the end. All right, folks, apologies for the windowed mode. I too run it in my off screen when I'm not actively recording on these crazy endless mode runs. We may have officially broken the game, picking up things. Oh, it's moving again. It's moving again. All right, we may have gotten there. It just froze. It just froze on wave 438. Too many baby with the beards. Is it gonna catch up or is it gonna crash? I did do this once before and it caught back up. We'll see. There's too much action going on screen here. It is. I'm getting the not responding in Windows. We have the blue wheel. We're back. It made it. It made it through. So here we are on wave 455. Notably, we can't see, any of our stats here because the items are so expensive that they're getting pushed off the side of the map. So can't see what we have anymore. Of course, we can still check on the character sheet. That's it. I think we're getting pretty close to breaking the game here on wave 455 as you and I, maybe the three of us, because there might be somebody watching over your shoulder, enjoy together Brotato, the slideshow. As since a wave about 400 or so, I've been taking bullet with the beard or baby with the beard, alien babies to make the enemies faster, every garden we see, even though we can only have 50 structures and the wandering bots count structures, so they're not all actually showing up on the map, in an attempt to lag the game and hopefully cause it to crash. So here we are, wave 455. Again, things are really lagging. I mean, this is a slideshow, right? The bullet with the beards look more like blaster shots from Star Wars. Most of the round is done in somewhat slideshow fashion, as we're seeing here. And wait until we pull all the fruits in with our inane, and I mean inane, 5,146 attack speed. I have to take my headphones off in between rounds because I literally hear fruits like all day. Like I'm gonna be hearing fruits for the next like 2 weeks when I sleep. So we got a lot of sort of fun stuff going on here as we're gonna watch the game just almost collapse as the wave ends. And we'll see here my mouse cursor. We'll likely get a couple blue pinwheels of death as the game really angrily tries to calculate what's going on because we have a lot going on, that's for certain. So here we are on wave 455. Welcome. Have fun. Sit down. Grab a cup of tea as we see our first pinwheel kind of popping up here as the game is sort of figuring out. I do have this in windowed mode because we cannot see sort of the game freezing. If the game is full screen, it will not show sort of the pinwheels and what's happening. As we have our second pinwheel here, and the pinwheel even froze, but now it's back. Will the game be able to calculate what the heck is going on? We shall see. It is trying its best, and we made it. We made it. As I continue to take anything that will help lag the game even more. What, the music stops? Come on. I was feeling it. Another alien baby. A third alien baby. Wow. All those alien babies may actually kill us. We're getting charged hard by the elites, and with those iframes being next to nothing, we really need all of our tardigrades to survive. So we'll see. Will wave 470 finally be the wave? Oh man, look at that. All those ricochets. All right, folks, here we are at wave 502, and this will be our final wave, and I mean that for serious this time. We'll take a quick look at where we ended up. 77 alien eyes dealing 226 trillion total damage, notably 75 paddings, 44 tardigrades, 36 vigilance rings, 25 grinds, magical leaps, giving us 34,000 stats, and most importantly, 42 gardens, even if all those aren't actually showing up, as you can only have 50 structures, and with the way the wandering bots sort of got picked up, they don't always work. But a lot of gardens. Anyway, you can't see our HP because everything is being kicked off the screen because our items are so expensive. We have 1.5 million HP as well as over 5,000 attack speed. So let's look at the wave 502 madness as the game absolutely freaks out. And as we celebrate our last wave here together, we're going to go ahead and time how long the game takes in order to sort of calculate everything coming in at the end. The waves are taking about 90 seconds, even though it's 60 seconds on the count there because I've taken everything again to try to lag this out. We have 7 or 8 baby with the beards. I've taken every garden. I've taken like 4 or 5 ricochets. Again, all in an attempt to lag the game to the most that I possibly can, which I think we are obviously pretty successful with, as the game is definitely struggling to keep up with what's going on. That said, the good news is, which has sort of impressed me, is the game actually hasn't crashed once. We're getting lots of timeouts, lots of like the screen going pale, lots of that, but it actually has not full-on crashed yet, which is somewhat impressive, although he's definitely struggling. But this has been a fun showcase using the GMO Double Farmer mod. As a reminder, if you do want to try combining characters, make sure you install the no achievements version of GMO, not the normal version of GMO. The version of GMO that shows up in the Steam Workshop is the more popular one. That's their more normal challenge, one with new items and all that stuff. To do the double characters, you need the no achievements version, and you need to make sure only that version is installed, not both versions. As if both versions are installed, it will not let you combine characters. So anyway, this has been nuts. I mean, look at this. I mean, this has to be the most fruits anybody's ever done in Brotato. And again, I know it's modded, but we got 42 gardens, 5,000 attack speed. Now let's go ahead and calculate this. I've started the timer to see how long it calculates. We've got the timer going here. I know it's backwards, but we're all smart together and can figure out what exactly it's saying. We can see this is a nice time to sort of look at some of the game's details. We can look at all the nice sort of shading here on these baby with the beard bullets. You can see the sort of two tones. We can see all the fruits coming in. We can really look at the alien eyes. We can see the gardens sort of like spin down as they like freeze and go away. So it's been a lot of fun. This one's actually going pretty quickly. It's taken well over a minute in some of the others. But we can see, the game is absolutely screaming. We do get multiple pinwheels, which we can kind of see the game is like really, really freaking out. We can admire like the little shine on the alien eyes, right? Like you can see how that art asset was created. We get like a little trickle, and then usually about 45, 50 seconds, it like, another pinwheel. So we got this nice black circle here. Again, taking a good time and just looking at all these details, seeing how the art assets are made. Really, really seeing that, admiring the little circle there. But been a lot of fun. We're at 1 minute and 4 seconds on multiple pinwheels as the game is dying. And there we go. We are through. Anyway, been a lot of fun. 1.5 million HP, 29,000% damage. Insane regen and life steal to the point where it's all capped in 774 speed. Been a lot of fun to kind of take this to the full conclusion about where we are. That said, it's taken me well over 5 to 6 hours, probably more like 7 or 8 to go 100 waves, so I will call it here. Been a lot of fun as I will go to bed, always hearing the sort of squelch of fruits for the rest of my life, but well worth it, I assure you. And again, really appreciate you hanging on for this one. I know this was a long one, so take care. In addition, this was our first exploration into modded content, so if that's something that you want to see more of, do let me know. If you hate the modded content, never want to see me explore that again, also do let me know, because I do value the feedback. Anyway, appreciate you as always. I will take these items because I cannot stop. I am addicted. I do have a problem. Thanks for watching. As always, take care.